Oh boy, welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak, video number 266 so far. Yeah, my first time playthrough or blind let's play. I'm just hanging around
Well,
with the ladies here. What's up, ladies? But no, we got a poor SPG to do. The Dingo's Legacy, that's what it's called. So yeah, let's try to finish that up. And sorry about last video, I had to end it a bit early because I also had stuff to do real quickly. So anyways, let's talk to the mistress. Press the topic.
let me ask you something.
Oh boy, Mario's not gonna be happy about this, but whatever. No idea you and Dingo went so far back. Huh. Level with me here. You were the one helping him investigate Almata's illegal adult business, weren't you? Look at her. She's gonna be staring at her a lot. Yeah, that's right. So we still worked together for, oh, a decade. Huh. Want to say. Keep it down low in order to operate freely, though. He and I had known each other since we were both up in. Yeah, I knew. No, it's a Mesoldom, yup. Damn. That long. That makes sense. Uh-oh. If you don't mind asking, or me asking, how did the two of you, meet? Wasn't anything special. He was a newly minted intel broker, and I was your common, yeah, making ends making ends meet out on the streets. Jeez. So we had a nice little thing going. He'd buy information I coax from my clients, and geez, I'll do him some favors in kind. So he scratched my back, I scratched his. Yeah. This is all news to me. So can we assume that Dingo hadn't started doing any reporting work back then? Man. For an errand boy working underground, he had a certain... geez, I can't pronounce that one. Naive it back then. So maybe because he was still so young, man. This is Dingo back then, before he was a reporter. So I had an acquaintance who worked at a local paper. I remember he was pretty intrigued about that side of things, huh? So mention it was 8 years ago when I made the move to Edith, set up the shop down here. Damn. But before I left, he gave me some top secret information as a parting gift. So his intel and his connections have been a huge help to me. Jeez. To the lady killer to schmooze, wow, his way into the underground. He was alive, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Man, Dingo. So later on, after everything went down in Mesodom, when he ended up drifting into town. So personally, I was happy to see him make a clean break into better line of work with better people. Geez, you never know what life has in store for you. Maybe the goddess took a liking to him and threw him a bone. Man. Uh-oh. Sorry to interject, but yeah, what happened to him in Mesodom? I didn't know anything about that. I can tell you, honey, but it's not really my place to say what happened after I left. So I only heard things through the grapevine. Won't leave you empty-handed. So if you're looking for his notebook, I've got some information I'd be happy to share. Okay. So just to clarify, we're looking for, yeah, this black leather notebook he used to carry around. You've seen it before, I take it. Oh, sure have. So he's been looking for a place to stash it away. I offered to hold on to it myself, but he turned me down. Yeah, because CID will, ask her questions and everything and search around, and so can't blame him for being a so man. Dingo knows. So when he was going up against Almata, man. I did hear him mutter about asking someone for help on his way out of town for a peace. So that was 3 days before everything went down in Krail. For reference, yeah. Damn. What timing, yeah. So on his way out of town, huh? It's rather specific. That's a valuable clue there. So now that you mention it, so how did Dingo get to Krail? Do you have any ideas, man? So he had his tiny ass car, but he never drove it all that much. He was always paranoid of people following him. So he usually took the train or bus when he had to go out to the sticks. Probably flew a bit from time to time too. I don't know what he did here. Jeez. Talking about a guy who knew all their tricks by that point. So I've just been moving randomly. What the heck? Sure as hell wouldn't take something as obvious as a public transit. Not when Almata had eyes everywhere. Yeah, would have carried its own risk. So realistically, he probably would have. Oh, shoot, I don't know. So like, how did he get to Krell Village, like without being well, shoot, I don't know. No way on the taxi, rented a car. I don't know. Oh crap, crap. I'm guessing two things. This one he hitchhiked on a truck, and then the other one is ridden on an Orville bike. But I don't know. If, oh shoot. I remember they said there's this food delivery truck that visits Krell Village, right? And that's how he got over there. Remember that bistro restaurant below Arkrad Solution? They talk about this truck, the food delivery truck from Krell Village that, goes back and forth. So he had the right time to go hitchhike on a truck, the food truck, right? That goes back to Krell Village. Yeah. And that's why Bistro, those two, they were sad that the delivery guy passed away, like, because, Krell Village, man. So I'm guessing this, maybe? I could be wrong. On the back of the truck. But if Almata found him, very well could have snuffed out the driver in a... Oh, I'm an idiot. I just don't see Dingo taking that kind of risk. He was a lot more methodical than that. Oops. Damn it! Yeah, that's true, because they would have taken... Oh, I'm an idiot. So... rented a car. So, this one. But you stick out a sore thumb when you're on one. With how rare are they? That's not... Gosh damn it. Taking a taxi. Rented a car? Man, I suck. Oh my gosh. I think we can scratch that off the list. Oh my... Well, there goes my extra points. The SP points or whatever. I think chances are pretty... For our guy took a taxi. It ain't cheap, but it have given him the lowest profile and the most flexibility. They blend right in on the road. So, okay, a taxi. You might be on something, Van. Taxis are pretty commonplace, especially for people heading out of town. There's no way Almata could have been monitoring every single taxi running in Edith. Jeez. Well, that makes sense, I guess, because there's like so many Yeah, there's a lot of taxis or whatever, so that's what he did. He likely opted to ride with a self-employed driver rather than someone working for a company. Oh, self-employed driver. What the? Does make sense. That would have allowed him to move much more erratically, throwing Almata off his trail. Oh, that. Oh, I should have. I'm an idiot, you guys. Sounds like you guys have your next lead, so I have no idea who the driver could be. Unfortunately, maybe it was one of his. Oh, shit. Oh, it's that guy who's been hanging around and, keeps saying brother and shoot, I think I know exactly that taxi driver. And yeah, he does drive fast and he does also show up in that Dirk Memorial Park, for that couple. So he had a driver he hired on the regular, someone he could trust, but that rings any bells for you, sweetheart. So I remember Dingo would sometimes hail a taxi to get to a reporting site. So he mostly took one that he had this black and yellow checkered pattern around the bottom. The driver was an eccentric guy too. Yeah, I think I know where that guy is right now. You're able to remember that. So yeah, we're gonna find him next. Jeez, now I see this is a 3-star because this is a long one. And I failed for the choices, so I'm an idiot. Like, what the heck? Yeah, thank you for the info. But hey, at least Mario's not that too. You know what I mean on this mistress. Oh, Dingo that much. But, this is for Dingo. Dingo would tell me stories about you two sometimes. The punk-ass Spriggan and the newbie reporter he had befriended. Wow. To imagine it would be you two. Jeez, we're sure hell gonna try. Be a waste if just let it go. After doing all this work for it, man. So, a taxi with a black and yellow checkered pattern. Yeah, I know what it is. But where is he now? Know exactly which one that is. So I had no idea Dingo was a regular in it. See that? Yeah, Central Station a lot. The driver's probably out for lunch right now though. Check the food stalls first. See if we get lucky. Yeah, I know it'll show like So yeah, here's for the other 4SPG. So food, right? So wait, hold on. Let's check over here.
Let's get going.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oops. There it is. I need to get to Waterworks entrance. No. This one. So sorry about that, you guys. Let's go. What the heck is also? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is interesting. We'll say. Oh, Xiao is also there. Oh my gosh. We'll save that very, very soon. So here's a taxi driver right here. Yep, this is the one. Yep. I mean, we did talk to this guy a lot. When we're doing NPC chit chat, like every chapter. Yep. So he's having lunch right over here. I mean, I would love to hang around here too. I mean, heck,
gonna eat something,
dude. Maxim. I think. Shoot, Maxim. I forgot what's his bracer name. Damn it. He also eat here, and. Yep, this guy. This is the guy. So, but without the wasabi. Yep. Yep, I knew it. He always say that, brothers. Oh. Now. Oh man, I'm sorry, you guys. When he says that, brothers, or brother, there's a certain wrestler that passed away. Sorry, you guys. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, because he just passed away a few days ago. All right, so back to this game. I apologize. So, care to rest the seat and throw one back with your boy? Take a rain check on that. Got some stuff. Yeah. All right, let's add for the topic.
Can we talk?
No, it's for Dingo. Oh man. Play the Cupid. So this is the guy that he drives pretty damn fast, but name and notebook just never sees, huh? Jeez, look at him. At least he has a unique look. NPC. I'm glad with that. They should make more unique NPCs like this. But looks like we found our guy. Scratching Dingo's back every now and then. So yeah, run all over the Republic, taking odd jobs on the down low. Yep. Damn, I was on this smuggling run once, and bam, I bumped right into him. That's how we met. Jeez. That must have been, 10 years ago? Jeez, Dingo would have been around 20, I think. Holy. You know how he got tangled up with Almata back then, too. Jeez. So that was what I led him to ask me for help out of the city that day. I snuck him out just like that. Yeah, and quickly. He hopped on the bus for Krail, and that was the last I saw him. Oh, man. Respect, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have let his dumbass do that. Man. So yeah, it wasn't your fault. Yep. Yep, don't beat yourself up over it. So you weren't the one who killed him. It was Almata. Not even Dante's own that shitheel. So I heard he got what was coming to him at the old capital. He's laughing up there. Yep, I'm happy karma came around for the bastard. I feel better here. Really regretted being the guy's broker in his past. So Dante's really wasn't the same guy once he took over. Huh. So that's his background, huh? Damn. Trying to justify him, but Dante's used to have a good rep on the streets, so he had a code, and he stuck to it, and that let people trust him. Man, no wonder, yeah, he ended up so popular. How much everybody hated the head honcho before him. So he got Dingo, hook, line, and sinker. Yep. So Dingo was his informant. Fed him to the info he needed to bring the old guy down. And now it is Steed. We have this monster he built. Gosh damn. Monster. Fitting title for him. Yep, he is. So see, man, so that's why Dingo didn't want to talk about his past on the others, like, Bermati, Ren, and gosh damn, too privy to what happened beyond that, so I don't want to speculate. So you're looking for Dingo's old notebook, and you think I've got it? Watch, I bet he doesn't have it. I'd love to give it to you, but I'm afraid I can't. Yeah, he doesn't have it. Why not? Is there something he wanted Dingo hide it somewhere? Pretty boys say it was for your eyes only. So he told me to keep an eye out for this brigand guy and a newbie reporter. Huh. So if anything happened to him, he wanted me to give, a key to whichever of you two I bump into first. Oh, what the? Coin locker key. What the? Oh, coin locker. So where we use that? Key for a station coin locker. Let's see. What? Damn. So he had to hide that, like, holy cow. Just to hide that Noble so that CID would never find that. Like, he stashed it in the easiest locker he could find. Not sure what he meant by that, though. No idea which station. There's a lot of stations around Edith City. Easiest locker he could find. Where could that be? Jeez, it's like we had to go through everything just for um his notebook. Could be the one by Van's office. Yeah, thank you. Maybe I'll make it up to you with a joyride one of these days when I feel like it. Man, this is something. Man, this guy. Just call me anytime, bastard, and I'll be your DD. Yeah, thanks, brother. Well, you enjoy your lunch. All right. Wow, it's in the.
Then let's
what?
head over.
What the heck? Whoops, wrong button. So yeah, that's where the station is right there. So last two videos or three, like we finished up everything in Old Town, but we still have some things going on.
What do I do?
Hello, kitty. Metro. Goes to one of the coin lockers here. So what do you say? Should we check what's inside? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a quick save just in case. Yeah, let's go. Got like around 13 minutes on my timer. We're ready. Found the coin lockers tucked away in the corners of the subway station. Jeez, they locate the one that corresponds with the key they held, and finding a black leather notebook. That's it. The group then proceeded to move to a quiet location in order to inspect the Arkwright Solutions building. Alright, what does this say? Oh boy, there it is. This is something, alright. Didn't get to talk to Dingo much, but I know for a fact that he was an outstanding man. Yes, he is. Man, that's the thing. I have a feeling he's not dead. Like seriously, if you guys play these other Legend of Heroes, there's a lot of characters they cheat death and they'll be back somehow. Like Angelica, for example, and the others, Laura's father. You know what happened in the first Courageous blew up, and yeah. And I have a feeling Dingo will be back maybe in the sequel or in the third game when everything's and then Mario will have a happy ending. Like, with Dingo back, like, come on, because Mario's doing her best to get better and better, and she will get Dingo back, but. Dude, this is sad, you guys. This might be the thumbnail right here. Like, we finally found it. So, indeed, not just anyone could pursue Almata to the degree he did without backup. Yeah, he did this alone, and damn. Would have been better if he would have had help, but no, he wants to do this on his own. Probably his way of making amends for the role he played. Yup. In Dante's rise to power. So yeah, that's why he didn't want help. Like, oh, that's so sad of. Oh, that sucks. That's why he knows this guy Dante's, and he also showed up in Tharbad and the other chapters. Damn, Dingo. See, he had probably a bad, pretty bad past. He was in the wrong path back then, but now he's taking a good path. But he these notes mention how the previous boss family was murdered too. Oh damn. Even they didn't get spared. Jeez. That's horrible. Yeah. Because what happened to the Almata, and then he took in control Dante. So such a heavy burden for him to carry. Yep. That wasn't his fault. He couldn't have known that's what yeah, what happened. Can't imagine he felt like he could be in the public eye anymore after that. That's why he took me under his wing. A good for nothing rookie. Damn. It appears he compiled quite a few notes about the ringleaders we took down in Oration as well. Yup. Take a look. Ooh. Yep. Our Oriok is gone. All is left is Melchior. We got these three arrested because I chose Bracer Guild just to be on the good side. Alright, let's start with Viola. She's female, age 26. Man, he'd been writing originally from a minor, yeah, noble family in the. So yeah, that's what she, when before we start fighting them, like it's nice they, about their past. So there's more info about them. So her family fell into damn bankruptcy after Quadus annexation. Oh, by Valis. What the? Viola herself being sold off to a wealthy merchant so they could make. Damn! She soon fell into the hands of a criminal organization that targeting nothing more than a plaything and an object of pleasure. She eventually managed as the boss and wrestled control into her own hands. Her brutal leadership reputations precedes her. So when 2 years later the group tried to expand into Calvert, they caught the attention of Almata. So conflict with them was brief and was quickly obliterated by Dante's. Ooh. Viola swore loyalty afterwards, yup. Dependent on Dante's. This might be the reason she harbors a fierce rivalry with her fellow, Melchior. Their positions equivalent within the organization. Jeez, Melchior guy. Oh, yup, Zect Arms. Full piece is not part of their official lineup. The of her weapon is needed. Yep, that needler gun that she was using. Like, what the heck? Alright, Alexandre. Yep, male, age 35, born in former. Yep, North Ambria, northwestern Zumeria. Jeez, he was 5 years old when the salt. Damn. Homeland. Him and his father then fled alongside Prince Belmund. Fled the country, spent most of his life. So yeah, damn, this is sad. That place is. Oh my gosh, like even what's her name? Damn, I forgot her name. Gosh damn, the purple lightning explained about that too. The salt pail in Northumbria. So trained by his father, the traditional military arts of their homeland. Jeez, former ruling family until the age of 25. Life soon thrown into chaos. Ordered to retake, Northumbria, following the death of the Northern Jaegers. Yep, which is Sarah Valestein, right? That's her father, I think. Yep, that passed away. So the current ruler since Prince Balmud's escape. After their assault on Northumbria's capital, managed to seize control of the city for a time. Okay. Before being overthrown by, the Northern Jaegers. Yep. So Alexander and his father decided to the death. Jeez. Yep, he win before withdrawing from the battlefield. Though his current whereabouts are unknown, and believe that the Prince Balman was swiftly and secretly executed by the Northern Jaeger, followed by his. Ouch. And yep, you know what happened to Alexander? He joined Almata, like bump into Dante's, scouted out by Dante's himself, and brought into a leadership position within Almata. Yep. Jeez. He's merciless in combat, sparing none who dare cross him. Final resting place. He has rejected any attempt in persuading him to leave Almata. Yep, the mechanized gauntlets he wields not being part of their official lineup. It does appear that they were. Geez, again, Zect Arms. So Viola and. Damn. Alright, Olympia. This is the one that I'm so interested on this one. Geez, and she's just age 19. Little is known about her, although she allegedly hails from a remote village hidden in the eastern Zamaria. Puppeteers. A doll made in the image of an angel. Damn. So puppets, huh? Could it be that guy is over there in farther east? What Ren was trying to look for? The guy who, I don't know. We'll see if we can find him. Because he did moved away. Like what happened in Trails into Reverie, we were looking for that guy. I forgot his name. But he wasn't in the doll workshop, so he must have moved farther east, right? East Zomaria. Well, the guy who repaired ran the pattern matter, so it could be that guy involved with this. So I don't know. We'll see. So thought to be an artifact of some sort. The doll was looked after by a medium. The village gruesome customs close to the medium to offer sacrifices. Damn. These sacrifices spared no one, not friends, nor family. Tragedy befell the village, leaving Olympia and the doll alone to wander the continent. The demise of all they knew. Jeez. Of criminals being slaughtered when, encroaching on the wandering. Yeah, they got wrecked. So she was later inducted into the gardens. Yep, the Assassins Organization. The overseer of the Garden of Arum. They left into her own devices after being invited by the other overseers. Yep, including Melchior, which he's still alive. We need to find him. And the Emperor. He got killed. I'm so glad he's dead. That he died from the what's their name? Swin and Nadia. And what's crazy is that we had to fight him again, like in Trails into Reverie. He became a damn monster with those 3 damn artifacts, the gravity guy with that golden armor. So if I were to guess, the incident that took place in her village led to her and the angel developing a psychologically, interdependent relationship, resulting in her autonomy and emotional expression. Yep. Out of the crisis that remains, Gardens join forces. She may have a chance to reclaim that lost capacity. Damn. Alright, this guy. Yeah, true. Yep, over 150 because of that armor, that stuff he was wearing. That. Damn. So in contrast to known, the confirmed leaders of Almata and the Garden Overseers, eyewitness reports of him are few. You do know him of the Garden of Rust Overseer. Jeez, that he's a very dangerous man, clad in heavy armor. Yep, that artifact. Much about him stretched belief, including how he was supposed to be born in a different time period altogether. Yep, over 150 years ago, because he did explain this to us before we fight him. So if he's said to proceed from a mythical Holy Iskan Empire. Wow. Enormous nation believed to have laid across the an Ishko mountain. Oh, no wonder why he was around there while we were there in the intermission chapter. Yep. To Calvert's east. So this empire is presumed to have vanished following a calamity 130 years ago. Damn. So much history, in the East Zamaria. So there's a warrior who represented the Rahu. Yep, a tribe of white descent hailing from the west. But he's the only one. Like, how did he get that freaking armor? I'm inclined to believe it's all bullshit. But in the age where immortals like the Lance Maiden, of course, because she is an immortal. Like, you know what happened? Oh man, just like Osborne, the Jaeger King, yeah, exists in Erebonia. Yup, I can rule out the possibility of there being some truth to it either. It's a little difference because of, the Lance Maiden, the shit, what do you call it, this fight? The Divine Knight battle, yeah. And you have to be immortal. Well, except for Reen Swartzer. I mean, heck, Crow was also one of them. He's immortal. Like, what the heck? But this one is different because he's wearing that armor. That makes him immortal. Well, not really immortal. Like, live longer or whatever. So whether it's true or not, evidence might suggest, yep, his armor, his strangely shaped battle axe might be, artifacts. Considering his joining the gardens and the stories claiming, yep, his immortality, highly likely. So yeah, well, he's not really immortal. It gives him a longer. Well, he just beat his ass and he just died, and then but the armor's still alive. Like, damn, that's what the heck. That armor just gave him youth, like makes him live longer or something. But so he's the primary suspect regarding the Eisenschau's annihilation in the outskirts of Krail. Yep. Damn. Though still can't state that for a fact. More information needed. Yeah. All right. This might be a little long video. I apologize, you guys. Melchior. Hate this guy. He's only age 21. I want to kill this guy so badly. One of Almata's 3 pillars. Damn. Possibly its most evil and sinister member. Gosh damn it. He doubles down as the garden's ringleader and overseer of the Garden of Thorns. Huh. Behind him is artifact wielding Pierce, being highly skilled in the use of Orbital Net and being capable of infinitely spawning and freely controlling, explosives. So beyond that, he also acts as Almata's main strategist. Dante's right-handed man, and man, no wonder why, and possibly his. Gosh damn, shrouded in mystery, his origins might trace back to the same organization. Oh yeah, this is the guy. No wonder why he saved for last. What the heck? The Oathbreaker, one of Ouroboros' anguish. Yep. Also yeah, Harwood. Harwood was talking about this guy. More importantly, about the Order of the Moonlight Horse existed since the Middle Ages. Geez, where the Oathbreaker sat among its top brass for the longest time, before losing to Ouroboros and switching sides. It's an entirely different matter. A major threat, all of his own. Jeez. Melchior might have been a direct subordinate of the Oathbreaker before going on and take on his scattered remnants. Was infamous cult. Yeah, the DG cult. Like, damn. If that's true, that would make him something of a prince of the underworld. Holy cow. For someone as powerful as him to idolize Dante, so it's nothing sort of ominous and, to say the least. Another thing that concerns me is him staying in Krail's vicinity, following the Eisenschau's turning into ghouls. Yep, which happens into the first chapter. Yep, which I feel bad for Fairy though. So. Krail's not some sleepy village with the beautiful touristic spot. It lies stuck between several forces working from the shadows. A few places. Oh, northern Calvard with a sizable eastern and central. Damn. I'd rather not speculate any further. Alright. So I'm going to end the video right now. So sorry about that. I'm going to save this for next video. So this is Ray on Trails Through Daybreak. So next time we will... See, this is a long... Because this is a really important for SPG, about Dingo. And all these notes about Almata and these members. And, Dingo's been working... Oh my gosh, that sucks. Gosh damn, Dingo. I'm sorry. That was something. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and goodbye everybody.